Route 1 Fusion connects trade-in valuation, pre-qualification, scheduling, and protection products into one seamless experience. Create a more connected buying journey. Visit route1.com/fusion to schedule your demo.
Welcome to Daily Drive for Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. I'm Kellen Walker in Las Vegas. Today on the show, Toyota stays the course with EVs and hybrids. Penske Automotive Group may go private. And American Honda shuffles their top sales executives. Plus, how an automotive mentor is using social media to sell more vehicles.
I teach people how to buy cars. I kind of peel the layers back off of the dealership so they can have an idea what happens during a car deal.
Let's run through all the news you need to know to keep up in the auto industry. While some automakers are pulling back on electrification plans in the U.S., Toyota is sticking with its strategy. The automaker, which has one of the broadest light vehicle lineups in the country, is continuing to invest across multiple powertrains, including new EVs, hybrids, and updated technology. One of the biggest additions is an all-electric 3-row Highlander expected to arrive later this year. Toyota is also rolling out its more efficient 5th-generation hybrid system across more models, while continuing to enhance its Toyota Safety Sense driver assistance suite. It's Toyota's latest sign that the company is betting on a multi-path approach to the future, investing in EVs, hybrids, and conventional vehicles. Penske Automotive Group could soon be going private. Penske Corp and Japanese conglomerate Mitsui have offered about $3.8 billion to buy the roughly 28% of the dealership group's shares they don't already own. Penske Corp already owns about 52% of the company, while Mitsui owns another 20%. The companies say taking Penske Automotive private would give them greater flexibility to navigate the industry's technological transformation while continuing to invest in growth. They also say Mitsui's global network could help expand the retailer's business and create new partnerships. Investors reacted quickly. Penske Automotive shares jumped more than 22% after the announcement, trading above the offer price. Analysts say the bid underscores the value of the dealership group, although some believe shareholders could push for a higher offer before any deal is finalized. And American Honda is shaking up its sales leadership, rotating key executives across the Honda and Acura brands, while also moving a longtime executive to its aircraft business. The changes take effect August 3rd. Jessica Laundermilk will move from leading Honda national sales to head Acura national sales, just as the luxury brand prepares to launch its first hybrid models. Luis Guerrera, a nearly 20-year Honda veteran who currently leads the company's Central Region sales operations, will take over as head of Honda National Sales. Meanwhile, Mike Langell, who has led Acura sales, is leaving the automotive side of the business to become Assistant Vice President of Sales at Honda Aircraft. The executive shuffle comes as Honda and Acura continue expanding their electrified lineups and prepare for the next phase of growth. And those are today's headlines. You can find more details on all those stories at autonews.com. Coming up, Lindsberg Pettyway of Feldman Chevrolet joins the show to talk about how he's leveraging social media to educate buyers and sell more cars. That's next on Daily Drive.
Route 1 Fusion is a digital retail solution designed to help dealerships engage customers earlier in the process and help you capture more opportunities from your online traffic. Today's consumers expect a fast, connected experience with clarity from the start, especially when it comes to payments, trade-ins, and financing options. With Fusion, dealerships can bring key parts of the buying process together, combining trade-in valuation, pre-qualification, appointment scheduling, and protection product presentations into one connected experience. This allows customers to explore their options earlier, arrive better prepared, and move through the process with a clearer understanding of what to expect. That leads to more realistic expectations, more productive conversations, and a smoother transition from online to in-store. With Fusion, you can customize your digital retail experience and create a more connected buying journey for your customers. It's designed to support your team, reduce friction, and create a more consistent experience from first click to final steps in the process. The result? Higher quality leads, stronger interactions, and a more efficient path to purchase. Ready to see it in action? Schedule your personalized demo at route1.com/fusion.
Welcome back to Daily Drive. I'm Kellen Walker. Social media has become a useful tool for dealerships to sell more vehicles. But Lindsberg Pettyway, auto advisor at Feldman Chevrolet, has found a way to leverage social media to sell more vehicles while educating buyers. He spoke with automotive news reporter Mark Homer and explains how he's created a dealership within a dealership. Here's that conversation.
So I did something very unique. I kind of created a dealership within a dealership. So, my philosophy was people can buy a car from anyone. So I separated myself by creating a platform on social media. I do a lot of sponsorships. So I like to bring my clients in from my repeats, my referrals. So I build that relationship with them, and social media has been a great tool to allow me to do that.
Okay. When you started, you think it's 7 years ago?
I started on social media 9 years ago with Facebook, and then I transitioned to Instagram and specifically TikTok. Probably this is 2026, so maybe 22. I started with TikTok.
So what kind of videos do you make for TikTok? Describe a few for me.
Well, I am an automotive mentor, so all of my videos on TikTok specifically, but not all of them. Some of them are a little funny, but I teach people how to buy cars. I kind of peel the layers back off of the dealership so they can have an idea what happens during a car deal, debt to income ratio. What do you need if you're a first time buyer? Things of that nature.
Okay. And how has that helped in terms of bringing customers to the dealership?
Well, Mark, I believe it gives them a perspective of who I am, number one.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, car salesmen don't have the best reputation, unfortunately. So when they see me giving knowledge, it gives them the ideal or the belief that I'm trustworthy because all of my stuff is transparent.
Okay.
So it has brought several clients in. They just call me. I seen you on TikTok. Some of them have specific questions about a topic that I went over, but some of them just come in and say, I want to buy a car from you.
And they come in because they saw you on TikTok or elsewhere on social media first.
Yes, TikToks, Facebook, Instagram, or my repeats and referrals. Yes.
Okay. Let's focus on TikTok specifically. So since 22, do you have any sense as to what TikTok has done in terms of increase? Like how many came in when you started, and now that you've been doing it for a while, how many come in with the TikTok referral?
I don't have exact numbers. If I had to give a guesstimation, I'll say maybe on average, maybe 3 a month
From TikTok.
on average. That's on from TikTok. Yeah, maybe 3 a month.
Okay. How many followers do you have overall on TikTok?
On TikTok, I think I have about 50,000.
That's pretty impressive. Did it take long to reach that level?
I'll say within probably 8 to 14 months. Because when I first started, I would record 50 reels a month, and we would put out 2 a day, every day. So we were really just hitting them with organic content, not Facebook, some TikTok lives, but we were just hitting them with content, and my growth kind of grew very, very fast because
Okay.
I was different. Now you'll see a lot of different things on TikTok now, maybe funny content, but I think my niche was giving information about how to buy a car. What do you need to buy a car? Do you need a down payment? Debt to income ratio? What is a subprime or prime credit score? So my information was more learning based than, I threw some funny stuff in there to kind of get, people interested, but mainly teaching people what happens at the dealership.
Who films your video or who films your videos?
Well, I have a young lady that I've been working with. Her name is Toria Davis. She has a company, TD Creative, and we come up with the concepts, and she films me and edit those for me.
Do you
Yeah,
still
she's
make two
awesome.
videos a day?
I'm posting too, but I don't create as much now.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
because I have a larger database. Been busy. Been busy with some other things based upon my following. I've been doing some brand ambassador stuff for some things. I got some stuff I'm doing for Capital One. It'll be coming out next month. Some insurance companies. So, TikTok and Instagram has kind of helped my brand grow
Oh,
into other
wow.
avenues.
But your dealership supports what you're doing.
Definitely, I'm selling their units.
Well,
So
very
at the
good.
end of the day, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The units I'm selling belongs to Feldman Chevrolet. I have a great relationship with the owner, Mr. Jay Feldman. He supports what I do. I do some sponsorships. If I have to sometimes pay out of pocket for certain sponsorships, they support me with that.
Okay. So how important, I know, versus when you started with TikTok, how important has TikTok become to selling cars?
I think TikTok is very important in your brand. I've recently created a 10-week automotive mentoring program, and included in one of those weeks is the importance of social media, specifically TikTok, because it's such a large platform. And people go to TikTok for information, for entertainment. And if you can combine those two and catch people's eye, then they can believe in you and your brand. I believe every salesperson should have a TikTok account. And I think every salesperson should understand that even though you work for a company, you are an independent contractor and you are responsible for your marketing and
Okay.
your brand.
Without it, would you be selling fewer cars?
I'll be selling probably less than three. I mean, the other platforms are good. That's a very direct question. I don't know. I've been using it. So, I mean, based upon the numbers, if I didn't have it, I'd probably be selling three less than what I'm selling now because I'm averaging at least three people from TikTok a month now.
Okay. So three fewer a month. Well, that's not insignificant. I'm sure you've been following TikTok, created a platform that's focused more on businesses, and then last year launched something specific to retail auto. Is that something you've been aware of or involved with?
It hasn't, not directly. I've viewed it, but I haven't been directly involved with it through TikTok. No.
What are your thoughts then on that? What has that added? Do you think more dealerships will sign up and be part of that?
Probably once they realize the importance of social media. I was doing this on my own, and here recently, within the last year and a half, my dealership, because Feldman has several dealerships, so we kind of run independently. Within the last year and a half, my general manager in the dealership finally decided to do social media. Sometimes larger dealership groups don't see the value in it until they do. But I was doing my stuff independently from the dealership before they even had a TikTok page.
Okay. Now, your general manager, what is his or her name?
It's Greg Lambert.
And Greg, is he on TikTok now also?
He's not physically on TikTok, but he does have our dealership on TikTok.
Oh,
Yes. So the young lady who was working with me is now working with the dealership because of my growth, and she's on TikTok, Instagram as well. The content is more, I wouldn't say commercial, so it's not like just running ads or anything like that. It's kind of informational, one, and then two, we're doing a series now on the back end. We're doing a lot of things based upon what happens in the service department. So we're showing how cars are taken apart, and if you bring your car in for service and you're waiting for 2 to 3 weeks, you're upset, but we show you that the car's been totally breaking down and we're waiting on a part. So it's giving people a different perspective of the totality of a dealership. not just the sales portion of it.
And that's the dealership TikTok, not your personal one.
Yeah, that's the dealership TikTok. Now, because of my social media influence, I'm doing a lot of the videos for the dealership.
Oh,
So you'll see me, you'll see me as the person talking, breaking the stuff down. Yes.
when you started, was it hard to convince the dealership owners to do what you're doing?
It wasn't hard, because I had support because like I said, when I started, I kind of started my own brand, the For Real Automotive Group. And I was doing different things around the city, different sponsorships. I was doing television commercials. I was doing radio ads, gas giveaways. So when I came with the social media, it was already in the vein of me marketing. So they was like, okay, you had success with these other things. You want to try this? We support you.
So in doing this for years now, what have you learned? And also, where do you see TikTok going in the next few years?
I've learned that you have to be consistent with your content. Once you have a certain group following you, you have to kind of stay in that vein. If, at one point on TikTok, I had almost like 53,000 followers. So then I started to kind of change the narrative a little bit, and then I lost a couple of followers. I think where TikTok is going, I think it's becoming I'll say this all due respect, a trusted platform. At first TikTok was kind of, something for entertainment. People say you're doing TikTok dances, but now TikTok has really solidified themselves as being a place to go to get information, to buy things. So it's becoming a more trusted platform.
Fair enough. Lindsberg, thank you for your time and the conversation, and I hope we can talk again.
Sure, no problem.
That's Daily Drive for today. I'm Kellen Walker. Thanks to our own Larry Bellaquette, Urvash Kakaria, and John Hutter for their reporting for today's podcast. You can get the latest news on Toyota's future product, Penske Automotive going private, and everything happening in the auto industry at autonews.com. Come back tomorrow for a conversation with one social media expert that says TikTok and Instagram might not be the winning tool for some dealerships.
And we actually have fewer dealers today running on TikTok than we did back in 2024.
Really?
Back when it was the hottest channel out there, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that it's not for everyone.
We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of the show and the topics we covered today. Send us an email at dailydrive@autonews.com or leave us a voicemail at 313-444-2774. And if you enjoy the podcast, remember to like, leave a review, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.